Hi everyone, welcome back to the coding series. Today's problem is sort characters by frequency. Let's understand the problem statement. Given a string S, sort it in decreasing order based on the frequency of the characters. The frequency of a character is the number of times it appears in the string. Return the sorted string. If there are multiple answers, return any of them. Now let's understand that with the example. Given S is equals to 3. If you see E appears twice when it compared to T and R. So E must appear before T and R. Okay. But what about T and R? T and R frequency is same. So you can either written EERT or EETR. So EETR is also an valid string. You can written either one of them. Now in the second example, we have C and A. Only C and A are unique characters. Now if you see C's frequency is 3 and A frequency is also 3. So since these two characters is having same frequency, you can keep any one of them first and followed by second. Now let's see how we can solve this. Okay. So we will take tree. Okay. If you see here, okay, what? Now we will iterate over a string and calculate frequency for each character. Okay. And I will store that in hash map. So when I iterate over a string and then calculate each frequency for a character, so my hash map looks 1 and R is also 1, E is 2. Okay. Now what I will do is I iterate over an hash map. Okay. So I will take one key array. Okay. So key is an array. So and I will store all the characters. Okay. All unique characters that are present in S. Okay, so I will iterate over an hash map and store and take all the keys and store that in the keys array. Okay, so keys array will be T, R, E. Okay, now what I will do? I will sort this keys array based on hash map. Okay, so what I will do is I will sort the this keys based on its value that are present in hash map. So if you see, and I will sort that in a decreasing order. Decreasing order. So I will sort these values that are present in keys based on its value that are present in hash map. Okay. So in that way, so for E, hash map value is 2. So E comes first. So E comes first, then followed by R or T. Okay. Now what I will do? I will iterate over an keys. Okay. For I is equals to 0, I less than ln of keys and I plus plus. Okay. So what I will do? So first I will take count is equals to hash map of keys of I. Okay. So and for count greater than 0, what I will do? I will take one resultant string, okay, and res plus equal to keys of I, okay, and then I will decrement the count, okay. Now at last I will return the res. So I'll explain. When I equal to 0, when I equal to 0, key of I is E. Okay. So because I sorted these keys based on, I sorted this key based on its values present in the hash map. Okay. So in that way, my resultant keys array will be E, R, T because E's frequency is higher compared to R and T. So when I equal to 0, keys of I, that is E. So hash map of E is 2, right? So count is 2. Okay. So I used for loop. So to store, so when count equal to 2, result equal to result plus key of I. So key of I is uh, E. So R is equal to E initially. Then I decremented count. So count is equals to 1. Then RS is equals to E. So basically, how many times this E frequency, because we have to keep all E's at first and followed by R and T. Okay. So for that, I use this for loop. Okay. So when count, then count equal to 2, count equal to 1. Then count will be 0. When count equal to 0, so you won't be entering in the for loop. So in then RES is double E when I equal to 0. When I equal to 1, what is the keys? Keys of I. Okay, keys of I is R. What is hash map of R? That is 1. So count will be 1. When count equal to 1, 1 is greater than 0 and initially our result like in the I equal to 0 we have RES is E. So you will append E to append R to this E. So string looks like this. Okay. Similarly, when I equal to 2, I equal to 2 T. So similarly, you will append E R T. You will append T to this. Okay. So and you will return this result. So that is EERT. If you see here, EERT. Okay. So I'll show you the code. So I used hash map and then I calculated frequency for in each character and I stored, and after that I stored all the keys that are present in the hash map in the keys array, and then I sorted keys based on the value present in the hash map, and then I used uh, I initialized one resultant string. Then I used this for loop to store values, to store the characters in the string, and then I return the resultant string. So I'll submit this. Okay, now all test cases are passed. Okay, so if you see here, I used one for loop and one more for loop. So for sorting, it will be O of n log n, and this will be O of n. Okay, so that means time complexity will be O of n log n. Okay, when space complexity. For suppose if we are storing n unique character in unique keys in the keys array, that will be O of n. So space complexity will be also O of n. Okay. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, please do add in the comment section. Like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.